Intelligence is not enough. What's going to make you maximize your ability is hunger, a hunger that doesn't go away. So in the area where you achieved, your hunger was sustained. You got hungry, you got desirous, but you didn't let it go. It gave you the drive to do something, which is the second step. Once that hunger is strong enough, it'll pour you into action. So step 2 is you got to take massive what? Now, massive action is the cure-all. We all know it, but we forget it. People say, I don't know what to do. Here's what you do. Try anything. I don't know where to start. Throw up a rock, wherever it lands, start there. The next person goes by, go, I need to talk to you. You're the first person after the rock. Whatever it takes, you can get them going. But what people do is they think they have to know the answer. What they really got to do is get into action. But it's step 2 has 2 parts. Take massive action and effectively execute. Because if your goal was, let's say, to see a sunset, that's your whole goal, and your plan is you start taking action by running east looking for that sunset, I don't give a shit how positive you are. I don't care how much you believe. I don't care how enthusiastic you are absolutely not going to get the result because you have the wrong strategy, right? So you have to effectively execute. But if you take massive action and what you're trying doesn't work, what should you do? If you have this big goal and you're on fire for it and you're going to make it happen, and then you try something that doesn't work, what should you do? Try something else. How long would you give your average baby, your average child, to learn how to walk? How long would you give your average child to say, hey, stop, you're just not a walker? You go, what are you, crazy? My kid's going to keep trying until he or she walks. Magic formula. No one or almost everyone in the whole world walks. But watch, how many of you like to sing when no one's around? How many sing you sound like hell? Let me see your hands. Why aren't you a singer? Because early in your life someone said, that's horrible, shut up. That's terrible, don't do that anymore. You're not a singer, and you believe them. Instead of to keep changing your approach until you became a singer. There's nothing you can't create. If you're hungry enough, if you take enough massive action, and if you keep changing your approach until you find a way to effectively execute. Now, there is a way to speed this up, and that is to model someone who's already getting the result you want. Why reinvent the wheel, right? If you find this woman is able to have this incredible relationship with her man and she doesn't bitch about him all the time, they're in love, they're passionate for each other, she's not lucky. You want to find out, what is she doing differently with her man than you're doing, right? What's he doing differently with his woman than you're doing? Because if you find that out, you're going to find out it isn't luck. There's something underneath it all. And once you know what that something is and you effectively execute, then you only need one more thing to achieve what you want. And that's grace. Or some people call it God. Some like to call it luck. But there is an amazing thing I've learned in my life. The harder you work, the more focused you are, the more committed you are, the more flexible you are, the more grace tends to come to you. And the more you acknowledge grace in your life. That no matter how hard you and I work, there's still grace that we've been born in this time in human history. I mean, there wasn't a better time in your life or any lifetime to be an entrepreneur than there is today. There's more resources available at your fingertips, it's in your pocket, for God's sakes, than ever existed in the history of the world. And it's going to change every aspect of your life, and you want to be ready to take advantage of that. But it's really hard to take advantage of things when you're busy not noticing all the grace that already exists. I found when you acknowledge it's there, who can align with this? Who's ever felt that sense of guidance or grace in your life? Pretty beautiful. So to achieve, that's really all it takes. How many of you did these 3 steps? How many of you became obsessed about this thing you wanted and wouldn't let it go, and your energy built and your desire built, and then you took massive action, and you didn't know what the hell you're doing, but you've maybe changed enough times till you figured it out, and some grace came to you and it worked it out? Who's done this before?